Check. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to High Top Sports Network. Our presentation today of non-conference varsity softball. Karns City in town to take on the Armstrong Riverhawks. And we are in the top of the first inning. That's a pop out to Emma Paul. That is 2 away here. Karns City has a runner on second base. My name is Josh Schreckengoff. Thanks for tuning in on this Armstrong Indoor Athletics game day. Thank you for being with us on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It is so nice out here. It's just perfect softball weather, perfect golf weather, perfect for any outdoor activity, really. And right now we got a good one. This is always a good non-conference game between Karns City and Armstrong. Both teams over the past couple of years, plenty of success in the regular season and postseason. And as you may or may not be able to see on your view, it is not Madison Baker on the mound for the Riverhawks, but Rachel Bann instead getting the start today. So Baker last pitched, I believe, last week against Latrobe, and then Bann went against Gateway, I'm pretty sure. She went against them. We're going to get the game stream going for you real quickly. Pull that up real fast. Yep. So Bann right now pitching to Taylor for the Lady Gremlins. It's actually 1-0. Oh, man, I missed something while I was setting up there. Apologies. We'll get to the box score here really quickly and let you know what happened. Well, there's a 5-3 put out to end the inning. So Karns City gets 1. And it looks like Polchinski actually singled to left field. And that plated Burrows, who got on base due to a fielder's choice. That is, the game started with an error at first base. Jesse Pugh making an error, and that put Reed on first. And then Burrows grounded into the fielder's choice. Reed was forced out. And Burrows advanced on a wild pitch to third, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and then advanced to third on a pass ball. And then Polchinski with the RBI single. So 1-0, Karns City here, we're getting ready to head to the bottom of the first inning. Get that score updated for you there. 1-0, Karns City. And as I said, this game always turns out to be a good one. Non-conference rivals, both very strong programs here over the past several years, and always a joy to watch. I believe a couple years ago, Karns City defeated the Riverhawks. I think they did last year as well. I'm going to look all that good stuff up for you while we're getting the other camera view ready to go. Oh, wow, I can't believe it's 2024. Just looking at that number is just a crazy thing. We didn't have live stream broadcasts back when I was on the diamond in the mid-90s. If there were such a thing, I would have went home and watched immediately. And I know a lot of these athletes and coaches do, and we appreciate all their support, as we appreciate the support of our sponsors, namely Armstrong Indoor Athletics. This afternoon, the premier training facility in the region. Check them out at aia.team. Well, last year, Karns City had a kind of a down year after winning the District 9 title the year before. And it looks like they did not play Armstrong a year ago. So the last one I'm thinking of is 2022 as they pop out to start the first inning for the Riverhawks. And Armstrong in 2022, obviously a great season for them, making it all the way to the PIAA championship game. Yeah, 2022, they were. Wow, you really thought that they had the stuff to bring home that state gold medal. It just was not to be. Shut out by Pittston in that championship game, 4-0. But early in the season, that's right, these Karns City Gremlins, Lady Gremlins, came to town and were 3-1 winners here at Armstrong. I think the weather today is just a touch nicer than it was that day. Just taking a wild guess. The ball hit in the air to left field, and it'll be caught out number 2. So quickly, 2 down here for the Riverhawks. Couple of pop-ups. And on the mound is Burrows. So she scored the game's lone run so far. And right now we'll be facing Shelby Cloak. Cloak hard hit to short. The throw across is too high. Gets away off the backstop, off the fencing there by the first base dugout. Cloak will advance to second on that throwing error at short. That was reach. He just kind of sailed. Made a nice play with the glove to haul that in, but unable to deliver the throw across there to Taylor. Taylor at first base. And Cloak steals third base, so Riverhawks have the tying run at third right now. And at the plate will be Jesse Pugh, Riverhawks first baseman, certainly wanting to atone for that early error that led to the unearned run. I just wanted to check my sound there. It sounds like we're good, so we don't have to hear my voice twice. And Pugh sends one deep right center field and a line drive home run, actually basically dead center. Jesse Pugh gets the Riverhawks on the board with a laser to dead center off of Burrows. 2-1 Hawks. Jesse Pugh, you can't make a mistake to her. We've seen her hit some absolute bombs. That one was just ripped. Dead line drive, just clearing the fence, but luckily there's a hillside here because that thing would have kept traveling. Pugh with a shot to make it 2-1 Armstrong. And that's the danger of this Riverhawks order, the middle of that order. I mean, just Pugh in there, and she can turn the game with one swing of the bat. Jesse Pugh makes it 2-1 Riverhawks. Really just kind of a flick of the wrist there for Jesse Pugh. She is so strong, and she works extremely hard in the cage, to to be the player that she is, be the hitter that she is. So it's not just like, things come easy for her. She puts in the work for sure. And right there, just a bomb there by Jessie Pugh. So 2-1 now, Armstrong. I was down on one knee on the concrete. That did not feel good. So trying to find a little bit of an extender here for my microphone. And right now, Abby Bauer at the plate. And Bauer grounds out to third, but the Riverhawks strike via the long ball. Jessie Pugh up, and away. Got out of here in a split second. So the score as we get ready to head to the second inning, 2-1 Armstrong here on High Top Sports Network. Josh Reaganglass with you. I'll be right back once play commences. All right, back here in the top of the second inning. And Bam will start the inning with a strikeout there. Pardon me, that was a walk. Again, had my head down there. Apologies. I'm trying to get a couple extra things going here with the other camera and with my microphone. May have to cut the sound out here and change things just a little bit. Won't take long. So I believe I'm going to do that right now. I'll be right back in a sec. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Oh, boy. Well, my goodness. Sorry about that. Don't know why that. Oh, man, it's the headphones on this, I guess. So, try something else. Why? Jeez. Check, 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 check. Well, I believe that sounds a little bit better now. Sorry about the screaming in your ears. Apologies. Don't know why that took off like that. So I think we got her. We'll just check in and make sure that the sound is good to go. But it sounds good here. It looks good. 100% sure. Before we continue, but Karns City unable to score in that second inning. I'll recap it for you here just in a second. As Burrows will pitch to Natalie Ziegler to lead it off here in the bottom of the second on this Armstrong Indoor Athletics Game day here on High Top Sports Network. Josh Rettengoss with you here. It's a beautiful day up here, mid-70s at game time. Not a lot of wind, which is, pretty rare for this time of year in this particular venue. It's pretty nice, I got to tell you. I've done some games in some pretty harsh conditions here, and this beats that. Let me tell you. It was actually 73 at game time, so not quite the mid-70s, but a beautiful, beautiful day as Ziegler takes one on the hip, and she will be aboard here to lead off the bottom of the second inning. That was a 2-2 pitch coming in from Burrows, and just got a little inside on her there. And Ziegler, I mean, that's a smart move at the plate right there. Just kind of turn your hips in and let it hit you on the backside where you got the most padding, and it won't hurt, especially when you get on base there. And that ball's deep, and it's off the fence. Boy, that carried. Holy man, I thought that was just going to be a fly ball to right field from Klingensmith, but that really carried out there. Klingensmith. So our sound is good, and the Riverhawks are having a nice start here to this second inning. After the hit by pitch, Ziegler got hit by that pitch to lead it off. And then Klingensmith just reached out and poked one up in the air, and when she hit it, I got to be quite honest, I didn't expect it to get out the way that it did, but boy, did it carry. And it got all the way out to the right center field fence, hit about halfway up. So Klingensmith cruising into second with a double, and that'll push Ziegler ahead to third base there. So two runners in scoring position right now as Sturgeon is at the plate. Ball high and away by Burrows. And she waits on it, skies it to center field, right field, and over to make the grab is Fox. But the Riverhawks will get a run, and Klingensmith's trying to get into third. She's in there safely, no coverage. As Taylor had to come up the line right there for that throw. So 3-1 Riverhawks, and heads up base running by Jordan Klingensmith. She gets into third safely right there. So now the Riverhawks have another one that could be plated due to a variety of factors. And right now, out of the dugout to have a word. Oh, heck, I cannot find Karns City's roster anywhere. That's not that fun. Maybe on the Lady Gremlins Facebook page, I'll be able to look it up. Beautiful day indeed. Mike, one of our cohorts here on High Top Sports Network, provides us with some fantastic photography. We also do the Leader Time Sports section. High Top Sports Network is the contracted third-party content provider. It's a mouthful, but that just means we do the newspaper too. And Mike, always I would say the eye in the sky, but you're more the eye on the ground. Sometimes you're in the sky. Mike, also the head coach of the Armstrong boys varsity soccer team. Man who wears many hats. And that ball gets away, and here comes Klingensmith. She's going to make a break for it, and she slides in. Can't get the throw back in time. And that'll make it 4-1 Armstrong. As the Riverhawks have been able to plate both of those runs following Ziegler leading off, being hit by a pitch, and then Klingensmith with a double to the right center field fence. And a sac fly by Sturgeon. And now, with Toy at the plate, a wild pitch there by Burrows. I don't know what you would call it. It is possibly a pass ball. I mean, catcher probably, I think if you would ask the coaching staff and Miss Rogers behind the plate right there, she would probably say she should have had that one. So I would say a pass ball. We'll see how they score it. And that ball, inside corner, got her backwards K as Toy goes down looking. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Riverhawks tacked on a couple more, got 2 in the first, courtesy of the Jesse Pugh home run. And now 2 more here in the second. Emma Paul leading off the game. 0 for 1. She popped out her first time up. And looking toward that second at bat, no doubt about that. Emma, a ferocious competitor in everything. Not just the sports that she plays, but she is one of those people that has the desire to be the best at everything. And she just decided she was going to golf this year and help the Riverhawks girls golf team to the WPIL finals. So pretty impressive there. And Paul waits on that. Skies, it just missed that one. That one's up in the air for about an hour and a half to shortstop, and Paul pops out to end the inning, but not before the Riverhawks get 2 more. In the second, we head to the third. Armstrong 4, Karns City 1. Here on High Top Sports Network. We'll be back with the third. HighTopSportsNetwork.com. You'll see, like, on the front page, it'll have, like, a click for a YouTube link. So if I'll just go to it. Yeah, I'm excited. She's been we'll be back. Right there. Sweet. Oh, my wife would be so. Yeah, no problem. Well, a nice visit there from a Karns City fan. I was giving him the link, telling him how to check out the broadcast. And he said his wife would be so thankful she's not able to be here today. But she'll get to catch the action, and that's why we do this here on High Top Sports Network. Hey, we like to help the folks out, and the folks that can't be here especially, and give them an opportunity to watch their friends, family, or if they're just fans. So Ban will start the third inning, and deuces a ground ball. Klingensmith over to Pugh, and that's 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. As Reed grounds out to begin the third inning. Well, I said there was no wind, and guess what? Here comes some wind. Bet you didn't know that you can speak things into existence. I know because it happens to me all the time. Usually things that aren't necessarily what I want. Like, if I have a 4-foot birdie putt, and I go, I'm going to miss this. And then I just do. Pitch by Ban, low and inside. She is working to Burrows, her mound counterpart right now. 1 away here in the third inning. Thanks to Steffi's Country Catering, also a great sponsor here on High Top Sports Network of all the sports we cover locally here in Armstrong County. If you need an event catered, or if you're just looking for a fantastic meal on a Sunday afternoon, make sure you look up Steffi's Country Catering on Facebook. Just search Terry Steffi, TerrySteffy, and he'll slick you up. Terry's the man. We love Terry. He's day one, and can't tell you. I mean, I know it sounds like an exaggeration. You're like, oh, this guy, kissing his sponsor's butt. Saying about how wonderful the food is. I'm not lying, folks. I don't put it down until it's done. And that goes for the grub. And it also goes for those Sugar Rush cupcakes by Tara. I haven't had one of those in a while, and let me tell you, I'd be missing them. I like the red velvet, but we got one last time. She sent a half dozen with, we get Sunday takeout quite often at my house from Terry, and Sugar Rush cupcakes by Tara Westendorf sent just this chocolate. It was like chocolate chip with like chocolate mousse inside. And I'm telling you what, an avalanche of chocolate. Just it's so good. You can eat stuff that's chocolatey and it's too rich. No, not this thing. This thing was decadent delight and hit all the right spots. So. Van will get the strikeout backwards K as Polchinski goes down looking. Polchinski had that RBI single in the first. And that's going to bring us to the bottom half of the third inning. Riverhawks still up 4-1. You're watching High Top Sports Network. Josh Hartness with you on, wrapping up some chords right now. But it's good. You got to bring, sometimes you got to bring some extra stuff. Because, heaven knows we've had our fair share of, we've done, Joe Rhodes and I were talking about, how many broadcasts do you think we've done? It's got to be close to 1,000, I guess, in 4 years. And, it's not just sports. If you've tuned in recently, you saw the Republican candidate for the 63rd legislative district here in the Commonwealth of PA. Able to broadcast that. So we, as High Top Sports Network, do not have a political affiliation, just to make that clear. We are apolitical here on High Top, or at High Top. We don't mix politics with anything, but we did it more as a community service for the Armstrong AP Government and Politics classes. Randy Cloak, a friend of the network, is in charge of those at Armstrong. And so he contacted us, and this was last year. He actually contacted us and asked if we would stream the school board debates, the Armstrong School District debates for the board seats, as that was ripped into left field, base knock with. Oops, I turned my game stream off there for a second. That's for Zanica. Taking that pitch from Burrows into the hole and into left field. So that'll bring up Shelby Cloak, 0 for 1 today. Yes, but Mr. Cloak had asked us if we would broadcast those school board candidate debates. We did that, and that led to us broadcasting the Armstrong County Commissioner debates. And, of course, just did the Republican candidate debates for the primary, which is coming up next week, I believe. I think it's the 23rd. So, yeah, that'd be a week from today, Tuesday. Did the broadcast of those debates as well. So we don't look at it as a political thing. It's more of a community service on our end. Glad to do it. We do it for Democrats, Republicans, the Whig Party, if they came back. You know, it's been a while since we've had a Whig Party. But if the Whigs came back, we're here for them. So 1 on, nobody out. That ball to the backstop. Zanuck easily moving down to second on that wild pitch by Burrows. And accomplish here. So bear with me, folks. I'm trying to set something up real fast. And I believe that's going to bring up Jesse Pugh with 2 aboard. And boy, oh boy, Burrows is going to be careful with Pugh after she hit that laser home run in the first inning to give the Riverhawks a 2-1 lead. Let's see what Burrows does here. And that one missing to Pugh. Burrows, that one inside, taken for a ball by Pugh. So Pugh ahead in the count here. I believe that's 3 balls in those strikes, and maybe Burrows wisely staying away from Pugh for a reason. And that one upstairs, so that walk will load the bases with nobody out, and Riverhawks a chance to really bust it open right here. Should they be able to get a big hit with the bases loaded, but we'll have a mound visit right now, thanks to Ryan Bowser State Farm. Another great sponsor here on High Top Sports Network. Ryan located in downtown Ford City. You got questions, he got answers. We had a pretty horrific fire that took out our office back in late October of last year. And though Ryan is not our, well, at least not my family's current agent, let me tell you, he is going to be in the future because he was super helpful to us. Any questions we had, he was there. I was actually texting him on a Sunday night when I had a question about how the insurance payout for the materials that we lost in that office fire would be handled, and I wrote him like a novel-length text, and I said, sorry about that. It's Sunday night. I'm sorry to bother you. It's just been on my mind. And he goes, just give me a call. And I called him on his personal cell phone, 8:30 on a Sunday night. He talked to me for an hour. Really explained everything and put my mind at ease. And he's not even my insurance agent. And that tells you what kind of guy Ryan is and what kind of business he runs. That ball's ripped into left field. That base hit will score 2. The throw home going to be cut off. Pugh hanging off second base, but she dives back in safely. And a 2-run single delivered there by Abby Power. And she ripped that ball. That pitch was upstairs. And she turned on that fastball by Burrows and smacked it into left field. And that'll make it 6-1 Armstrong. Yes, indeed. He's 6-1 here in the third. And I'm going to try and move some stuff around here. Bear with me. Oh man, folks, if you saw me right now, it's like I'm playing Twister with myself. And I'm trying to grab something that I need. Got it. And that one is outside to Natalie Ziegler. Count out 2-0 to her. Ziegler hit by pitch her first time up. So she's going to get an opportunity here with a couple runners on. Still nobody out. Burrows delivers. That one is upstairs. 3-0 now. twisters myself. I like. And Burrows delivers a strike there, so that will continue. And Ziegler will get just a piece of that and foul it back. So full count now to Ziegler. Burrows really trying hard to get out of this inning. It's been a tough one, loading the bases with nobody out and the two-run single. And Ziegler pops it up short, and unable to grab it behind the plate. That one drops. And that one's off the glove of Rogers. Oh, man. Well, those are the plays, types of plays you look at. I got a yellow jacket all over me right now, and not a Freeport one. It is a very pesky fella. I've already been stung once today. One came through the car window on the way here, or on the way back from town today, and got me in the cheek. I'd rather not be stung twice in a day. And Ziegler is going to pop that into shallow right field, coming in and unable to make the grab. Is Fox. That one will drop. And bases are now loaded. Pugh at third. And Poor came in to pinch run there. Didn't mention that she came in to pinch run. So Poor actually at second now. And Ziegler at first. So the bases loaded. Still nobody out. And that error by Rogers behind the plate. She's unable to grab that pop foul, and it leads to the Riverhawks being able to load these bases and continue the offensive attack here. Hey, and Smith takes that ball away. And Burrows goes up the strike zone. I got to give some credit there to Clayton Smith. That's a veteran hitter. She laid off that pitch wisely. Laid off that pitch. And Clayton Smith will draw the bases loaded walk and RBI for Jordan Clayton Smith. She lays off those offerings from Burrows out of the zone. 7-1. Armstrong in the lead here, bottom of the third. Still nobody out. We're going to get a pitching change. Oh boy, sorry about that. That was not my intention to knock that camera up into the sky. There we go. And a pitching change is brought to you by Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Check them out online at team. A great place to go for your young baseball, softball player. They also recently installed a huge indoor turf in the back there. It's like, all right, so the new pitcher in for Karns City pitch and in with another run as the ball gets away from the catcher. Riverhawks taking advantage of those mistakes. Karns City not doing a very good job fielding the ball cleanly at the plate. And so the Riverhawks say they're going to run. They're going to run as much as they can. And that ball low, base is still loaded. Still nobody out. Here in the bottom of the third. Okay. I am now trying to follow the Lady Gremlins. Oh, man. They don't have anything on their game injuries. The elusive Lady Gremlins can't get a roster. And Radiker with the changeup in there for a strike. Well, I followed them. Let's see, we do have a roster. Awesome. Okay, so this is Ronnie Radiker, number 15 at the plate. In the circle for Karns City. Happy that we now have the ability to get these girls some first names. And that ball in for a strike. Ooh, caught the inside corner across the knees. That's a tough call right there. And popped up on the infield. Rogers makes that catch. So one away. Riverhawks can advance. 8-1 is the score. I believe I said 7. No, I got 8 on the board there. Second guessing myself. Shouldn't do that. This Yellow Jacket will not leave me alone. I'm telling you. These are the hazards of the job. Football season, we're in a press box. Basketball season, we're in the gym, but baseball and softball, you're outside, you're amongst the elements, amongst the creatures of the wild, and you get a little dicey, especially when it's newly spring and these Yellow Jackets are out from underground and ready to rock and roll because this guy will not leave me alone. I don't have anything sweet here. He got no reason for him to be over here, but he just keeps buzzing around me. And I don't know what happened here. I don't know if Radiker was hurt or if the umpire deemed her pitching motion illegal. He's kind of given a instruction right now to Radiker. And I want to see. Well, I didn't see any kind of signal or sign stating that it wasn't a legal throwing motion. I don't know. Radiker seems fine, so it doesn't look as if she's hurt. And that one ripped down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It's off the foul pole. It's gone. Grand slam. See you later. And a line drive shot off the left field foul pole. Clears the bases for the Riverhawks. And what a big swing there. And they're singing in the dugout. And that'll make it 12-1 right now. That grand slam. Boy, it got out in a hurry, and it was plenty deep enough to get out here to left center or center field. But Emma Paul got that inside pitch from Radiker, and she just laced it down the left field line. It kind of looked like the way she took off out of the box, it looked like she knew it was going to be fair. And, well, you know, you can only hold Emma Paul down for so long. 0 for 2 coming into that at bat, obviously dialed in and absolutely smoked down the left field line, makes it 12-1 Riverhawks. So Emma and Przanica turns on one. That's deep down the left field line, but foul. Emma, she doesn't play right. I told her, don't get this one. I said, you never celebrate. You make a big 3 in a game, or you hit a home run in a game. I said, never see you celebrate. And she goes, I like to act like I've been there before. Well, she certainly has. She's been there before numerous times on the court and on the diamond. And does so again here with a line drive. Grand slam home run down the left field line, ringing the foul pole about, I'd say a good 10 feet up the foul pole there. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 8. That ball, she turned on it, got it inside, and I mean, just smacked it. And that's a nice piece of hitting there by Emma Paul, because you could tell she was kind of over anxious in her 2 at bats against Burroughs. Both, you know, especially the second one, she waited on an off-speed pitch, and boy, she took a cut at it and just missed it, skied it, and it was up in the air for a bit, and ended up being a pop out to short. But you know, you could tell she knew that she was maybe been a little over anxious, and got patient and radical, and maybe tried to get a spot inside. And that ball was ready for him. He punched it. 12-1 Armstrong. And a big third inning here for the Riverhawks. 8 across. And still batting in this frame. Shelby Cloak up once again. And Cloak sends one deep, and it hits the top, you know, very top of the fence there, right under the bar. So Cloak into second with a 2-out double. And Shelby Cloak got a good piece of that pitch by Radiker. Still, I'm always, I guess I play Twister with myself here. So the grand slam by Emma Paul. Big blow here in an 8-run third inning. And now with 2 away, Jessie Pugh at the plate. And Pugh already with a 2-run homer of her own. Couple of long balls here for the Hawks. In this one, Pugh in the first, Paul here in the third, the grand slam. Radiker off speed, that misses upstairs. And Pugh turns on it, laces it, and that's going to be fair. Cloak will come around to score. Pugh into second with a double. An absolute laser again off the bat of Jessie Pugh. And she turned on that. Luckily, that fence is made out of metal. If it was one of those, you know, plastic netting type fences, that ball would have went right through it. Absolutely smoked by Jessie Pugh. She knocks in another run. That's 3 RBI for her today. And Armstrong now up 13-1. And I believe they have to score, I think 3 more in this inning if they're to end it in the third. Not 100% sure about that. And that ball one hopped to third, and finally the Lady Gremlins get out of it. But not before Armstrong puts a 9-spot up. Here in the bottom of the third, we get ready to head to the fourth on this Armstrong Indoor Athletics game day. Josh Rettengoss here with you. Hope you are enjoying your Tuesday afternoon. It's a good day. It's a beautiful day.
It's the top of the fourth. Karns City Lady Gremlins.
Well, I don't know why the Game Changer radio just came on my phone. That's
Taylor
weird.
is at bat.
That's like an AI voice. I don't really want to hear that. I don't think you guys do either. You get to hear my voice. Why would you want to hear an AI generated voice when you can hear mine? I don't know. I know I would. Well, nobody happier on the field than Rachel Bann, I'll tell you that much. You're getting staked to a 12-run lead here in the third inning. No pitcher. Gonna complain about that. So we are in the fourth inning now here at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. Today's game broadcasted here on iTop Sports Network, brought to you by Armstrong Indoor Athletics, amongst others. Thanks to Phoenix Physical Therapy, Botanic and Valley, Ryan Brooks, David Fernini, all the fine folks at those two offices, with longtime sponsors as well. Always jumping on board here in the spring. Still trying to figure out a way to mount this other camera, so if I seem preoccupied, that's why. And Pan missing upstairs, leading off for the Lady Gremlins. Gotta get back to the game stream there. I was looking up some other statistical information. Can't leave my phone on the table either. That's another thing you have to be cognizant of. It gets hot. The phone gets hot, and then we'll shut down, and we'll lose the stream, and we don't want that to happen. I certainly don't. And a swing and a miss. Ban working right now. This is Taylor at the plate. And that one fouled away. One out here. Top of the fourth inning. Riverhawks up by 12. And Van got Taylor to strike out there. So now that ball grounded to second. Klingenschmidt tracks it down. Flips it across right there. I was going to say zings it. I mean, I guess you could say zings it. Zings it across right there to Pugh. And that will be 2 down here for the Lady Gremlins in their half of the fourth inning. Riverhawks can make it a mercy rule victory in the next inning. I believe they're already at that mark, so maybe one more out. All they need to put this one in the books. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is 11 after 4. They're up 12 currently, so right now Sherman at the plate trying to keep it alive for Karns City. That one pumped in there for a strike by Ban. 1-1 to count. 2 down. Top of the fourth inning. Riverhawks up by 12. Looking to put the icing on the cake and push their record to 7, I believe 7 or 8-1. I'll have to look. And that one in there for a strike. Karns City now down to their final strike. Sherman at the plate. Bam. In the circle for the Riverhawks. Sherman into pinch hit right now. And Band fires, and Sherman rips it. Emma Paul there. Fires across. Pugh off the bag. Tags Sherman, and I believe that's it. As the oh no, they didn't line up. So well, the umpires are. Karns City's taking the field. Maybe it's 11 after 5. Premature celebration there by myself. The Riverhawks, no. They just ran off the field and got their batting helmets and stuff on. So we're going to get at least part of this frame in. I know maybe it is, if they get up 15, that would end it here. I should probably know the rules, huh? As much as I've seen Armstrong go teams out over the past 3 seasons, probably figured the counter could switch it place, which it certainly has. But every year, it's like one of those things that gets just, lost in my head. I never remember what the mercy rule breakdown is. I mean, I've had people literally text it to me during a game, and I still don't remember. And head coach Keith Schaefer making his way to the third base box. Coach's box, that is. Jamie Paul over there at first base for the Armstrong coaching staff. Oh, foul ball for the TV baseball game. Cleared by equipment. Oh, yeah, 4 feet. That king, and it's close. I played enough baseball to know when it's going to be close, but I wasn't worried. I knew we were not in harm's way. Although I was thinking back, I actually have been hit by a ball. It wasn't a ball in play. It was a foul ball from the baseball field, which is right behind where I'm positioned here in left center.
and the Indiana girls were here just a couple years ago. The ball fouled off from the baseball diamond into center field here on the softball field. Center fielder for Indiana picks up, and they were yelling for her to throw it back, throw it back. And she's looking around, and people are like, throw it back, throw it back. And she just turned and fired a one-hopper into my setup, into my. I don't know why she thought that she didn't really look actually before she threw it. People were like, throw it back, we need this game ball, throw it back. And she just turned and whipped it. And yeah, it came right at me. Hit the computer, pretty good. Luckily, nothing damaged during that particular episode. But she was quite embarrassed because I talked about it in a loud voice. She was playing center field, so not more than, I don't know, 30 feet away from me. So she could hear me. But it was just really funny. She just picked up the ball and turned around confused, like, where do I throw this thing? And people from all directions are like, throw it back, throw it back. And she just turned and just whipped it. And right at me for whatever reason. Purely accidental, I'm sure, but it was kind of funny. Now, I haven't gotten hit by a home run yet, which with the way the Riverhawks have hit the ball, I've gotten close. One short hopped and rolled up to me. I believe that was Jenna Klontz a couple years ago. I hit one that was right on line. I could see it right on line. If I would have had a glove, I'd have gone up a few feet and made that catch as Riverhawks get a leadoff walk. And that was Emily Brown in the hit for the first time. She draws the walk. And it'll bring up Jordan Klingensmith, a new pitcher on the hill for the Lady Gremlins. We'll get you her name here in a second. It's Belle. I want to get her first name, though. Lady Gremlins 3-2 on the year coming into this one. And Belle misses outside, high and away. And that one low, skipped in. Oh, nice. So, I'll get the young lady's first name, who is on the mound here. Oops. I always say on the mound. It's a baseball term, I know. Addison Bell. That is who is pitching now for Karns City. Oh, man, like the eephus right there, and it works. Popped up. Klingensmith pops out to third. I don't know if I've seen that type of changeup in a high school softball game. I mean, that was legit eephus slow pitch stuff from Bell, and it worked. It got Klingensmith out in front, and Klingensmith just skied it foul toward the third base side. And a wild pitch there, so that will allow the runner to advance. I believe that was Brown, we said. Drew the walk, so she is into the game. And another one by Bell, misses upstairs. And this is Khalees Chikansky at the plate. And Brown down at second. One away, 2-0 is the count to Chikansky. She swings, sends one deep left field, but under it to make the grab is Sherman. She gets it back into the infield quickly, and that will keep Emily Brown at second base, unable to advance on that fly ball. So 2 away, Brown down at second. And McKenna Poor getting in a bat right now. She'll hit. With 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth, 13-1 Riverhawks. That one snagged by Polchinski behind the plate there. That's a good play by her to get the glove out and get that on. The fastball by Bell. And Bell delivering a strike right there to Emma Paul. Paul 1 for 3 on the afternoon. That won a grand slam home run last inning. Paul delivered just a rope down the left field line. Rung the foul pole. Paul waits the changeup on the corner. And Paul displeased, I would say, at that call. But there's that, it's almost like a slow pitch that doesn't have enough arc. It's really interesting that Bell's throwing it that fastball away. So that'll even up the count to Emma Paul at 2-2. So let's see. If I'm Bell, I'm not trying it again. She doesn't. That one off Polchinski's mask, but she keeps it in front. Good play behind the plate there. So now a full count payoff pitch coming to Emma Paul. And I would be staying away from the changeup. Probably wouldn't throw anything even near the strike zone. And Paul takes a cut at a high fastball. Boy, she was ready to do damage on that. Big cut. Fouled it straight back. So again, the payoff pitch. Bell looking down at the wristband. She throws, and that changeup misses well short. Paul draws the walk. And once again, the Riverhawks have the bases loaded. And that'll bring up Isabel Presenica. He's having a nice year. Hitting the ball very well for these Riverhawks. Oh, excuse me, we got a pitch hitter. That's Guthrie. She'll be in to hit right now. Lily Guthrie a chance here to maybe bust it open even more, maybe put the finishing touches on it. Lily Guthrie at the plate. First pitch by Bell in there for a strike. And that one off the plate outside. So right now the Riverhawks have Brown at third, Poor at second, and Paul at first base. And that one, ooh, what a pitch. Just missed. Didn't get the call. Right around the knees, but ruled a ball by the home plate umpire. So that will give Guthrie a 2-1 count. And Guthrie fouls that next one back. So make it 2-2. Count is even 2-2. 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth inning. Guthrie at the plate, bases loaded. The changeup from Bell missing upstairs. So another full count. Nowhere to put Guthrie. And we'll see how Bell attacks this pitch. And just low, does not get the call. And that'll be a bases loaded walk. Brown touches home plate. That's 14-1 Riverhawks. And Guthrie will pick up an RBI courtesy of that bases loaded base on balls. And a ground ball deep in the hole and nothing that can be done. Another run scores for the Riverhawks. Make it 15 for Armstrong here. And it's 15-1. And that ground ball by Cloak goes for a base hit and an RBI single. So right now, Jessie Pugh up, bases loaded. She's got 3 RBI on the day, home run, 2-run homer, an RBI double. Pugh, big swing, sends it towards the right field stands, out of play. And an RBI double her last time up. Here's the pitch. Bell missing. That one off the padding, but right back. Polchinski, quick reflexes up and out of that crouch and able to grab that ball off the padding quickly. Did not allow Emma Paul a chance to scamper home. That one inside corner on Pugh. The strike called. So that'll make it a 1-2 count here. Jessie Pugh lets that one go upstairs. Fastball missing high from Bell. Does she risk throwing the Ephus changeup here? I don't know if I would. Pugh's too good of a hitter. Oh, swing and a drive deep to right, but oh no, misplayed in the sun right there, and that'll do it as the winning runs touch the plate and end this game in a 16-1 final. Jessie Pugh, well, she's going to get credit for the game-winning RBI right there, and coming in hard on that ball was Fox in right field, and just, the way the ball's been carrying today, it's you can't really blame Fox for charging in on what she thought was a short pop-up. But, I mean, it was not Karns City's day, not their afternoon, that is for sure. It was tough sledding here for the Lady Gremlins. They've been so good a couple of years ago, kind of a down year last year, and they were 3-2 coming into this game, but will suffer the loss. Riverhawks now string together yet another win, and that will push Armstrong to 7-1 on the year. And don't look now, the Riverhawks offense has been heating up since they dropped that game earlier this month to Penn Trafford. And let me tell you, it was an awful day for softball. Penn Trafford, obviously, it was a close game until late, and it kind of got away from Armstrong. Basically tied at 3 in the 6th inning, and Penn Trafford scored 3. Riverhawks can't score in the bottom of the 6th, and then just kind of got away from Armstrong. They give Penn Trafford credit. Their pitcher Paulone, she was great. Only 4 strikeouts and 6 walks, but able to limit the Armstrong offense to 6 hits. Now the weather, the conditions that day, not opportune. They're playing on a day like today. It might be a different story. And the ball jumping out of here today. Home runs by Paul and Pugh, both of them no doubters. Pugh, a line drive to dead center field, and Paul, a line drive off the left field foul pole. So, plenty of power still to be had. I know a lot of folks out there, a lot of writers that I've tuned into, and I always like to see what everybody else kind of thinks of the teams that we cover. Oh my, sorry about that. I was trying to do something. Oh boy, there we go. Hey, and Armstrong gathering there, right past second base. Coach Schaefer, Coach Harmon, Coach Paul, everybody giving some insight right now. But what I was going to say was, a lot of people kind of wrote the Riverhawks off prior to the season. Saying, "Oh boy, they lost so much. They lost so much." They lost Cam Sprankle at pitcher. They lost Bella Atherton at catcher. They lost their entire outfield: Clance, Adams, Smerrick. The names you've been hearing over and over for the last 3 years. Well, they just don't have them anymore, so they're not going to be as good. And I thought, well, their entire infield's intact. Madison Baker has been kind of waiting in the wings. Obviously, Rachel Band is providing some solid innings against some teams that maybe aren't, I don't want to say lesser opponents, but maybe aren't, up to the standards of a Penn Trafford or a Hempfield, something like that. The teams that this Riverhawk squad would really get up for. So I don't know. They're 7-1 now, and they've been spanking the ball. Yesterday, a 24-0 victory on the road at Kiski area, and today 16-1 over the Lady Gremlins. And last Wednesday, I was up in the landing over there at Armstrong Stadium doing the baseball game, but they beat Gateway 15-0. That game started an hour and 15 minutes after the baseball game that I was broadcasting started, and actually ended before my game ended. How about that? That's called quick work. So the Riverhawks get it done today at home as Armstrong raises its record to 7-1 on the year. The Yellow Jackets back. Oh boy. Oh, that looks like a wasp. Being attacked here from the air. Not a huge fan of this. But yeah, the Riverhawks get it done today at home. 16-1. Armstrong victorious. Our player of the game, courtesy of Ryan Bowser, State Farm. Well, that's a tough one. That is a tough one indeed. And, man, it's got to be, Coach Schaefer. Oh, these wasps are everywhere. Oh, my God. They're on me. I apologize, folks. Like I said, I already got stung once today, and they go to the concession stand here right beside me, which I'm taking power from, to run this broadcast, and they already got wasps in the gutter. And I'll tell you what, they don't seem too friendly. But today, we're going to go. I know Coach Schaefer put a lot of younger girls in there to get them some time. You saw Ben in the circle taking the start. Normally, this is a section game or a big non-conference game. It's going to be Baker. But you got to go with the senior, I think, today. Jesse Pugh is our Ryan Bowser, State Farm player of the game. Congratulations to Jesse. She's been player of the game once or twice. It doesn't really matter who the sponsor is. It's a pretty good bet that Jesse Pugh will earn a player of the game at some point. So congratulations to Jessie. Big day for her at the plate. Didn't really need to do much defensively over there at first. She did have that early error in the first inning, but certainly more than atoned for it. With her bat and also with a couple of nice plays in the field, coming off the bag, fielding the throw, making the tag of the runner. I'm not trying to hold that bag and stretch and let the ball get away. She's just great over there. I think her defense is severely underrated because she's known as such a power hitter. But, I played a lot of first base in my day, and so I watch first basemen with particular focus, I guess you would say, during the game. I always want to see, how their footwork is, if they're aware of where the runners are, if they have to turn and throw, if a cutoff gets away, if they need to come in and cut. It's these are things that you might think, oh, you're hanging on the corner over there. There's nothing really going on once the ball gets put in play and the runner gets past you. Well, that's certainly not true. There's a lot going on for every infield position, but, I watched the first baseman particularly close, and Jessie, I got to tell you, hands down, she is fantastic defensively. I've watched her cut throws that were meant to go to the plate and gun a girl at third base. And, of course, she's certainly no slouch in the batter's box. So, congratulations to Jessie Pugh. A big day for her to play. Big day for the Riverhawks. Offensively here, they get it done 16-1 over the Lady Gremlins of Karns City. Well, they're packing up here at Armstrong Junior Senior High School, and I believe I'm about to do the same. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Thanks again to all of our wonderful sponsors: Armstrong Indoor Athletics, Steffi's Country Catering, Ryan Bowser State Farm, Nicola Ann Photography. Didn't get to mention her, but thanks to Nicola Ann Photography for being a great sponsor here of Armstrong Softball. Phoenix Physical Therapy, Katanning and Rural Valley. And I believe I said Ryan Bowser State Farm. I hope I did. Ryan, you know I love you. But that will do it for us here on High Top. Check it out tomorrow. Be right back in this same spot. Franklin Regional I was going to say in the building, but technically outside. They'll be here tomorrow, big section game. You can watch it on High Top Sports Network. For the entire HDSN team, my name is Josh Reckengoss. Wishing you a wonderful evening, saying stay safe and be well.